Here's Leslie in Austin. Hi, Leslie.
Hey, Eddie. Aloha. Happy Aloha Friday. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What do you have today for us?
I just wanted to give you my Mount Rushmore, but I also wanted to say that I just finished reading the Don Felder book, and right after I finished reading it, you had an interview with him, which I thought was awesome. I loved it. And I listened to the the Mike Campbell book. I listened to that, and I thought he would be great to have on. I was just wondering if you ever tried to have him on before. I think that would be awesome.
Well, Felder was on. Felder was on recently, actually.
No, I know, but I know Felder was
Oh.
on. I was like so happy when I heard that because I was hoping you were going to.
Yeah, he was great.
That was a great interview.
Yeah,
so I was
people
hoping
love
Mike
that.
Campbell. He has a great book out. Mike Campbell's book was awesome. I actually listened to that one. I didn't read that one, but I read the Felder one. But,
I'd be totally open to that, Leslie. It's not been pitched to me. I've not had the opportunity or the offer for him to come on, but I wouldn't say no if I did. I would like to read the book first before I did. If I did it, I just didn't. I'm not aware of the book.
Good.
I don't have it. How long ago did it come out?
Tried.
The book?
A couple years ago, I think like 23, maybe.
Okay.
I'm thinking, but I just
Yeah.
listened to it because I have the premium Spotify, and I just listened to it, and it was just really good. I cried. It was sad, but it was really good. And I also, what was I going to say? Oh, I was doing my Mount Rushmore, and when you were doing your Mount Rushmore, I wanted to yell at the radio, kind of like Ray did when you got the Kiss thing wrong. And you put Jimi Hendrix in front of Eddie Van Halen. I was like, no, you can't do that. Anyway, I was laughing. But
Wait, what did I do on the Rushmore? I had them both there, right?
I know, but you said Jimi Hendrix first, and I was like screaming at
Because
the
he
radio.
came first. Yeah, I'm a big guy, and I'm big on the people who paved the way
I know.
initially. Even if I'm way more of an Eddie guy and a Van Halen fan, although I do love Hendrix, but way more of a Van Halen guy, I always have to go seniority. That's what I always do that.
Yeah, because I would have Eddie on there, and I would have Ann Wilson on there. And I went with the people who, unfortunately, the two other people that passed away who had a really big impact on me and that I actually cried and I was sad was Prince. And I do think he is one of the most talented musicians of our time. He's incredible how much he can write and all the instruments that he can play. I think he's outstanding. And I do think he does do rock. I was laughing because when you said he did Let's Crazy was rock when I was living in Maui, and I would drag my boyfriend out at the time to the only song I would dance to was Let's Go Crazy. So I was laughing when you said that.
Yeah,
And
well,
then,
because it has that big guitar break. That's why.
I just love
said
that
rock.
song. I've never seen that movie at the drive-thru. The last movie I ever saw at a drive-thru. And I think Tom Petty or Richie Kotzen, I'm not sure. I love Richie Kotzen, but Tom Petty. But I think Tom Petty is also one of the best songwriters of our time. I just think his songwriting is unbelievable.
A lot of people would not argue with you about Petty. Leslie, I got to run. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend. And also putting Richie Kotzen on her Mount Rushmore. That is impressive for Richie. And by the way, I agree that Richie's far from a household name, unfortunately, but one of the most talented people out there on every level. I was listening. You may have seen I made a little Instagram post earlier. I was listening to the first Winery Dogs record earlier today at the gym. Can't believe that record is 12 years old. Not exactly. I don't know the exact date it came out, but 12 years old that the first record has been out.